What a bold rear. It practically screams that it will overtake you, dominate you, and not let you pass because it's an AMG 53. Right.
Angry, angry headlights. That's how interesting it looks.
How do you like the exhaust pipes? The AMG ones are real without any of those fake covers. Everything is powerful. Everything is authentic.
No, listen, these are actually fake covers.
But at least they are good. Let it be fake, but I mean, there aren't any additional ones. So they are really...
They look brutal.
Yes, they look good.
They look brutal.
There is none of that, you know, framing with some other pipes. Here they look like the real thing.
What upsets me here is this story and this... What don't you like, Alexander? Well, it's fake, even though it's AMG. I would, of course, prefer if this cutout had some kind of technological opening that would ventilate or absorb some of the energy from the airflow.
And what about these reviewers?
Well, they are definitely good, and I think they have the functionality.
The condition is good, friends. The car is really like new. Let's see what we have in the trunk. Press gently. By the way, there's also a camera that pops out here. Well, just like in the X6. Pretty much the same. Not much space. Let's open it. Wow. Friends, do you see?
Yes, there is a very interesting spare tire here.
Honestly, this is the first time I've seen something like this.
It rolls out, it inflates, and then it basically becomes a regular tire.
And if there is no pump, what should we do, huh?
Then the Mercedes-Benz pump, which is included with this car, will help you.
Automatic.
Of course.
Or do you need to blow in it?
No, this one works from the cigarette lighter.
Excellent. And the license plates here are all as they should be.
By the way, notice the genuine Mercedes-Benz AMG gloves. They are so white. Just put them on and feel like...
They put them on, got them dirty, and threw them away.
Just for one time.
The review will probably be, as always, so-so. You can see, just pull it a little and it closes by itself.
Interesting.
Smart car. I didn't know about this feature. Let's see what's in the back. Look, friends, what a huge sunroof. What do you need AdBlue here? And what is this? A diesel?
Ah, this is done so that this is gasoline. It's gasoline, but this thing is just a placeholder for production unification. So if we removed it, there would be, I see, it's saved.
Everything is clear, that is.
A pimple from the blue.
Well, just like that. It's like some kind of wing, I think at speed, if you open it,
It will break.
Yes, like in an airplane. How's the space in the back for you? Let's sit down and take a look.
All right, I'll go around from that side.
Well, it's comfortable to sit down.
I have enough space. Because here, well, it seems to me that sitting down is not very convenient. Right up to the head. Right. You literally hit your head on this pillar, but when... Look, specifically, when you sit in the back row, notice that there's a recess made here. Yes, 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 I agree. There is space for the head. Well, you can't say. There's a lot of it, but it's there. I'm 1.86 meters and I'm 1.85 meters. I feel fine, comfortable, but it doesn't feel luxurious, meaning there's no climate control in the back. What do we have here?
Type-C charging. This seat feels like a toy. You sit behind it, and I miss having an armrest.
You need more to enhance it further, right?
Well, that's true. But again, this car is not really meant for long trips in the back. This is primarily for front seat travel. And now we will take it for a ride.
But take a look at how cool these red ones are.
Yes, this is just pure sex appeal.
This is very cool.
It will go perfectly with any suit, red and white. Look, right, like Hitman, Hitman's tie. Yes, 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 friends. Is there more? Ah, 3, yes, that's correct. So you could also fit a little gnome or a petite girl, about 1.50 meters, but quite capable in here, and she would do everything you want. Because, well, you understand.
Because this is the GLE AMG.
Yes, 53, and if it's 63, then you can plant not a small one. Well, let's move forward. Burmester, by the way, I made a video about this system. It plays well, but the stage is somewhere down by the feet. Looks good, looks good. So, who's going first?
Shall we play rock, paper, scissors? Come on, let's do it.
Rock, paper, scissors. 1, 2, 3.
I just won again.
Let's go, friends, to check out this car and see how bold and beautiful it is. Yes, the space is, of course, smaller than in the GLS, but the panoramic roof is also large. When it opens, friends, it opens and right in front of you is the blue sky. clouds and you just want to fly somewhere in this car.
By the way, this is not a sunroof. There is no sunroof here, only a panoramic roof.
This is
I tricked you. There is a sunroof here. More precisely, it's not a sunroof.
and what is that?
It just opens for...
Can't it go there, right?
No, it's like the roof. It doesn't work. And I thought it didn't work at all. Turns out it does work, but only in this mode.
Well, by the way, it's still not bad. Although it would be cool if he went there.
Like a spoiler. It would be a spoiler.
It's like we're driving in a convertible. So what do you think?
Well then,
Let's give it a try.
let's go ride.
And how do you feel? The leather is the same as in the GLS, not the best, but somehow I feel more comfortable and cozy here.
Comfortable, cozy. I mean, even the steering wheel without wood looks cool. This is just great. I really like it. Look here. Mini screens are installed.
Yes, there is a mini screen here.
It is noticeable. It changes. We turned on Sport Plus and vibrations started immediately.
It can be used instead of a massage. If you have such a car, you just sit here, turn on sport mode and vibrate.
Awesome. I really like this. And you can even press on them and it...
Ventilation. Let's see how it works. It's here. And heating, of course. The deflectors are just as unattractive as on the GLS. They are missing here.
Good, convenient projection.
Yes, the projection is good.
Actually, I'm curious about what it can do in terms of... Okay, let's turn off the auto start right away.
How comfortable is it to sit? How is the seat? The seat is definitely more comfortable than the GLS. The seating position is very snug.
The seating is tight, yes.
You sit there as if in some kind of cockpit. It feels like a spaceship, or at the very least a fighter jet, some kind of powerful helicopter.
The rear view through this mirror reminds me of the view in a tank. In other words, it's practically non-existent.
Yes, that's a big downside of current cars, like the suspension.
Well, it's very interesting, but the suspension seems to be even a bit softer than in the GLS.
I just wanted to say that because we just turned, there were a couple of bumps, and it handled them very well.
And the sound insulation, strangely enough, seems to be even better here.
Or maybe they somehow refine it in the AMG version.
I don't know, but it feels even more interesting than I imagined.
What do you think about the HVL F7?
Lavash on the occasion.
Why Lavash? Well, if you read it backwards, didn't know.
So what do you think? Will they catch up?
Will they catch up or not?
Lavash won't catch up.
Well, what about GLE and all those other GLE cars? It seems to me that they won't be enough, even though they have many other premium cars. I also noticed that the Chinese have flooded the market. But when you drive a Mercedes, especially in this color and in an AMG, all those Chinese cars and the people sitting in them look at you with envy, my friends, 100%. No matter what they say, that we don't need premium, that Mercedes is all about showing off, it's all expensive, there's no need to overpay. No, friends, when you are really driving a premium car, it is completely different, not the same at all. By the way, double solid line. Do you see what that person is doing? It's really dangerous. They just went ahead and broke the rules in front of the Renault truck. We certainly won't do that. Never do that, friends. The double solid line is there to not be crossed. Well, let's not talk about bad people. Let's talk about good cars.
But I like it. The first impression is comfortable. You sit high, see far, and it drives smoothly.
Smoothly, yes, friends. Despite the fact that it is indeed already a sports car, it somehow endears itself.
So, what about the comfort? Somehow, I'm not sitting correctly in the AMG. You need to drive it completely differently. Oh, the backfires have started. Now this is what I definitely call a car.
So we don't accelerate much.
Yes, it's 60 here. We're driving according to the rules. Everything is beautiful.
All right. The pops and bangs definitely add to it immediately.
Such charm, right? Yes, charm, classy.
I like this. And you even get a little scared, right? Despite the fact that the backfires are working for you.
Yes, but notice, by the way, the exhaust doesn't annoy you. The sound of the exhaust is practically inaudible in the cabin. You can only hear the pops, and even then, somewhere far away.
Yes. I once tested a Bentley Continental GT here, but it was an older generation, and it felt like the engine was right in the cabin. That's not the case here. You drive and it's really comfortable. Wow, the needle moves right away.
The car jumps immediately from 3 to 4,000 RPM, almost instantly. By the way, I can say that our suspension is in sport mode right now. And in terms of comfort, we are not losing much so far. I agree. The road is not bad, but there are small bumps and potholes. I can feel that it is well tuned and works interestingly. The throttle response is a bit slow, in my opinion.
It has 2 turbochargers here, right?
There are 2 turbos here, but it takes a moment for the brain to catch up. There's like a half-second lag. I press the pedal, and it's like, oh.
All right.
But when you press it the second time and it's already in performance mode, it thinks faster. That is, the first time it hesitates, but the second time it starts thinking faster.
I am really eager to try it out as well. Alexander, you know, this speed bump is not much harsher than on the GLS.
We are still driving in Sport Plus mode here.
Yes, that's really surprising. How is that possible? The car is tuned amazingly. I mean, it's both bold, fast, assertive, and at the same time it's kind of friendly, right?
Yes, I mean, well, the GLA AMG is just great. I never thought they were such interesting cars. I kind of thought they were, well, just average, nothing special.
Well, kind of like a downgraded version, right? X6. Yes, friends.
This is a thrill. Here I can say that this is an interesting car.
Well, yes, this car is for the soul. Well, for women, for men, for everyone. What can you say about the usability,
They did it just like in the GLS, and it's awesome. There's also a cup holder and wireless charging here as well. Overall, everything is convenient.
This little thing, friends, is made much more qualitatively than on the GLS, strangely enough. There is leather of a similar type, but here, everything is so soft, beautiful, and nice. Here we have suspension adjustment. You can disable, as I understand, the anti-skid system. Navigation, multimedia, a phone that isn't needed. Everything is done very well. The screen is, of course, touch sensitive. Our phone is not connected, so neatly. Red light. Everyone pays attention. They look with envy. Oh, you. Years. You drive such a really serious car and we are just standing here. Well, unfortunately, yes, that's life. Nothing you can do about it. So go on, tell me more. What do you think?
I'm just absolutely thrilled. This is a really interesting car. Would I want it for myself? Yes, I would like to, if I ask myself this question. In terms of comfort, of course, you won't see the comfort of an S-Class here, but in terms of emotions and impressions, it's absolutely great. So, as a second car for the family, so to speak, this is an awesome choice, in my opinion.
A second car in the family for entertainment.
Yes, just a weekend car. You take it out, give it a spin.
Well, to be honest, I would drive it to the south without any problems.
Yes, it is comfortable. In fact, it would even be quite good for everyday use. Quite.
To dash to Crimea. Yes, it's 2 days there, but still, in this car, I think.
I wonder what our fuel consumption is.
I think not small. Not small.
It's really interesting. Friends, if you're interested, write in the comments while I find the fuel consumption.
I think it will be around 15 liters at a minimum, in my opinion.
Well, it shows 14 liters per 100 kilometers, but I think in pedal to the metal mode... Oh, I was wrong, look. 26 liters? 26 liters, considering that the car has traveled 7 kilometers since the start.
26 liters, friends. That's more than my Mercedes 221 with a 5-liter engine.
But I think it hasn't warmed up yet. It will be less, of course. I think the consumption will be around 18, 20.
But it's worth it.
Yes, it's worth it. It gives you emotions.
You sat down and immediately felt it. How can you drive it calmly, huh? Yes, I'm starting to get a little bit more nervous. Don't worry, don't worry. Good Masha, but not ours, as it was indeed said in a children's tale. So, shall we switch? Yes. Let's taste it. Now, from my point of view, unfasten the magnificent seat belts. I hand over the steering wheel. seating arrangement and comfort.
They don't have soft closed doors, right?
Yes, they should be.
There are soft closed doors. Awesome, that's cool. Soft closed doors are always nice.
This is a serious car, friends. This is not just anything. So, you need to adjust it a bit to suit yourself. Overall, everything is adjusted quickly. Mirrors. Yes, Alexander, I agree with you. The rear view mirror is just for show, so to speak. Well, you can see some point right behind you in the distance. But to specifically see who is coming and to estimate the distance is practically impossible. For this, we have a camera here that flips out from the Mercedes-Benz emblem. And we can see our trajectory here. We have a panoramic view. Again, this tiny lever in such a serious, powerful car, although it pleasantly cools the hand, feels like a button. But no, it's not metal, it's plastic. Overall, it doesn't fit at all, like something from AliExpress. Very cheap looking. So what do we have here? Switching. Yes, screens. Notice, as soon as I switched to comfort mode, the car gently and smoothly quieted down and started to purr softly and speak.
And the air suspension rose in comfort.
Let's go. By the way, the levers are already powerful, not small like on the GLS. They practically scream, press me, with their appearance. It says up and down here, which essentially means you don't need to think about which one to press when you are increasing your speed. Basically, the turning radius, friends, is good. Worthy. You can see that. The steering wheel is good. Well, like all Mercedes-Benz cars, they are generally known for their excellent handling. I'll say right away, from the first seconds of driving, my 20 years of experience behind the wheel is enough to assess it. I like this car more than the GLS. Yes, more. It is more comfortable and well built. Yes, it is smaller than the GLS, but it is better inside and more user-friendly. Definitely, the gas pedal is tuned more interestingly, more informatively. I also like the brake pedal more, although there was a slight pushback just now, even though I tried to press it as smoothly as possible. But the car itself is more interesting than the GLS.
Paradox.
It's a paradox, right? This is the GLE, and it should be. Well, first of all, it's a lower class, and by all parameters, it should be practically inferior. But this car looks better, both outside and inside. In terms of sound insulation, it's definitely better, right?
I just don't understand why, well, the GLS should definitely be head and shoulders above. And here it turns out that the E-Class really outshines the S. It only loses to the S-Class, well, to the GLS in size, in fact.
It runs very well.
But maybe we should have looked at the GLS AMG.
Well, you know, again, coming back to the sound insulation, it is definitely worse here than in the S-Class.
Worse?
It's much worse because
I can hear the wind blowing from the window. I can even hear outside noises. In the S-Class, of course, this would be much better.
The steering wheel is good. It feels solid and worthy in the hand. But I don't really like these cutoffs. I'm used to it being round here. I understand that it's to accommodate this type of steering wheel, but not my thing. Maybe I'm just not used to it. Yes, friends. It's a really pleasant impression. I didn't expect it. I always thought these cars, well, when you see them passing by.
Well, ordinary.
Well, yes.
But when you sit down, there's really something to think about, actually.
Mercedes. This is a Mercedes. Mercedes. By the way, these screens, they look authentic. Very nice. However, in the new generations, there is already a vertical screen here. Here, everything is on a horizontal plane. Everything is touch sensitive, and you can control it all simultaneously like this. My hand can reach, at least mine can. Everything is convenient. Here on the main screen we have the AMG badge, and you can display all kinds of information. Well, in principle, this kind of thing, again, this cosmic, slightly cartoonish graphics is enough regarding the projection. Here, it seems to me, it is a little inferior, at least in terms of graphics, compared to the GLS. Less information.
I think it can be changed.
Well, most likely, yes. but I'm just saying how it drives.
And note, the styling here is the same as in the GLS. This faux grille is exactly the same as there.
Absolutely. The brakes, by the way, are very good. Confident.
Yes, confident. But on the other hand, what else would you expect from an AMG? It would be strange if it didn't brake well.
Yes, it's a one-way trip.
Sped up and crashed, it seems.
So, shall we try to turn now and see how it handles during tilts? Perhaps a bit more carefully.
It stands confidently, that's what I like.
Yes, good, good. It went over the speed bump. It just glided over it. Yes, it's not an S, but sure. Well, it's worth it, friends. Come to Premier Auto, 14 million, and you will be the happy owner of this beast. If you are a woman, you can get back at almost any man. And if you are a man, you can get back at any woman.
Yes, almost any girl is available. By the way, over there, horses.
Horses, yes.
Almost got thrown onto the road.
They saw this red car
And they felt that it was their kindred spirit.
so we switched to Sport Plus, and immediately I felt completely different vibrations. The steering wheel became much tighter. So, how quickly it accelerates, I didn't notice.
It accelerates well, yes.
Well, look at what they're doing. Again, crossing the double solid line. What is this? Well, if that's allowed, my friends, how can people drive like this and then we're surprised by accidents? You are right, Alexander. When switching to Sport Plus, I don't notice that extreme stiffness at all. It's absolutely not a hard ride. You are driving a comfortable car within other parameters.
This is very good quality.
It's appealing, really quite appealing. In front we have a Touareg. By the way, what do you think about it?
I am generally skeptical about VAG. Why? I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I probably just don't like their design work. Well, it's a good car, but it's boring for me right now. Maybe in 20 years, when I become a pensioner, I'll say that it's not a bad car.
In 20 years, we will probably be traveling using some kind of teleportation devices.
That would be cool.
Or on flying taxis. Because the era of internal combustion engines is over. And now electric cars, of course, in 10 years, I think, will almost completely replace these classic old cars. And we will be listening to sounds like these. Only from the speakers. Yes, 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 friends, only from the speakers. The Datsun Ondu is in front of us. A wonderful, once serious Japanese brand, but now it's just so-so indeed. Yeah, all right. It's like it's telling me, please, press on me. Come on, let's overtake everyone here. I'll show you what I've got. I am so very fast, so very agile. Use me to the fullest. But no, friends, we can't press the gas pedal to the floor too much because it's the city. And you know what's interesting?
This handle is good. By the way, it's even comfortable to rest your hand on it.
Yes. On one hand, it's some kind of unclear relic that ended up in a car with such a configuration. On the other hand, it has its place. Here we have a compartment for a smartphone, as Alexander correctly pointed out. By the way, are the cup holders heated?
No, I don't think we have any heating here. Although there are a couple of buttons. I think they are placeholders where this system would be installed. Perhaps this option is available in some configuration.
So, the first impression, we're telling you as it is, without embellishments, without any advertising, slogans, or catchphrases. We just took the car, sat in it, drove around, and talked about how it performs. Before we summarize about this car, we completely forgot to open the engine and see what kind of beast is hiding there. Let's just open it and take a look. Here it is, the Sirius AMG engine. Tell us, Alexander, what do you think about it?
A straight 6 engine with 2 turbochargers. This engine is still unfamiliar to me.
Carbon.
This is carbon here, yes, just like in the GLS. But the inline 6, if we talk and go back to the history of BMW, it's some kind of highly revered engine that everyone is just ready to build monuments for. Why? Primarily because of its reliability and also for its power output, as the inline 6-cylinder engine is quite a serious unit.
And here we can see it, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right?
Yes, that's exactly right. I think we probably won't remove this cover here. Probably.
A few words, final thoughts. Would you buy such a car for yourself? Yes, yes.
Why? Not for 14 million, of course.
For how much?
I think its price is up to 10.
Up to 10? Yes. Well, that's kind of. But when, well, come over, maybe they'll give you a discount here. Friends, Premier Auto, please.
We need to talk to Premier Auto. I think we can come to an agreement with them.
I think so too, because the guys are serious, and moreover, it's one of the best dealerships. I can say this. I like the car as a second or third in the family.
Class, it's just awesome. You can definitely go for it. Surprisingly, it has an amazing suspension, handles excellently, has a great throttle response, good acceleration, and overall, it provides emotions and impressions that are worth the money.
Yes, friends, I completely agree with Alexander. Subscribe to my channel, to Alexander's channel, and you will find a lot of interesting content. Thank you.
See you soon.